There's so many different things out there.
And you also got the old-fashioned pull-out method.
Lego. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ashley Empowers. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Carrington.
And you're tuned in to another episode of the Doing Dating Right show. And today we're going to answer a question that we received via email. So this question says, "Hi Ashley and Carrington, I have a question that I was hoping that you would answer on your show. My boyfriend and I are heading towards marriage, and though this is not a total concern yet, we are abstaining until we get married. I was wondering if you could speak on how Christians are supposed to address birth control during marriage in a way that isn't sinful against God. Him and I are both entering the relationship with 2 children of our own, and we're very fertile. I was raised Catholic, and I've had it drilled in my head that using contraceptives are sinful. Now that I don't practice Catholicism. Yes, anymore. I want to know how to be fruitful and multiply to please the Lord, but at the same time, not end up with 22 kids. On our wedding night will be our first time having sex without sinning, and I feel like I'm going to feel guilty if I use birth control. I appreciate your viewpoint."
Well, first off, don't get it twisted. The Bible says that children are a gift from God, and blessed is the man whose quiver is full. So if you had 22, God said you're super blessed. And so this is the thing. When it comes to the topic of conversation, when it comes to birth control, the Bible, to my knowledge, doesn't say anything about birth control. And so what I've learned is that if the Bible doesn't speak on a subject, especially if it's in regards to marriage, then the decision and how you navigate that is based on you and your partner, right? If you guys choose to use contraception, all right, cool, that's y'all decision. But then also, if you don't choose to use it, it's your decision as well. And, if you know Ash and I's story, like, we chose not to use birth control, right, for a couple of reasons. One, Ash was saying, like, it affected you in some type of way.
Yeah. Mood swings.
All of that. And so
I wasn't myself.
All of that. And so along with that, I'm just, we both were just like, if God desires us to have children, like, it's gonna happen, right? Yeah. So we said, let's just go by faith with this thing in the form of saying, hey, because so many people try to have children for years and years and years and don't have it, but then on the flip side, people will have sex one time and have babies, then it's like, it's really up to God and His timing. So let's just go the faith way, because I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't really contraception. I'm good on this.
Yes. And so this is a great question, but there are alternative ways that you can prevent pregnancy. And I think that's your question. How do you do that without having birth control? And I'll give you some very practical ways. So of course, is contraceptive, is that considered like condoms?
Birth control.
So birth control condoms, if you don't want to do that, you're not obligated to do that. And to answer your question on what are some like things that you can do to prevent pregnancy but still honor the Lord, there's actually a few things that you can do. So one, there's actually a calendar based off of your ovulation periods that will tell you exactly when you are the most fertile and when you can get pregnant. So if you want to track your ovulation cycles, that will help you know when to prevent sexual interaction and when you're free to do it.
So you're telling her to plan her wedding based on that ovulations?
Pretty much. But I know that if you go that route, that's something that you really have to stick to. There's also natural birth controls where you can take your temperature every day and it'll determine how likely you are to get pregnant. There's so many different things out there.
And you also got the old-fashioned pull-out method. Like,
yes.
We ain't even gonna play with it.
And I was gonna say that as well. Just tell them don't shoot up the club. That's it. Don't shoot up the club and you guys will be fine. But there's natural ways, the calendar, natural birth control where you're not preventing anything. You're just more aware of those extra fertile times during the month. And then, of course, you have the not shooting up the club. So there's things that you can do. And really, again, kids are a blessing from the Lord. It's understandable if you don't want to have them by the dozen. Okay. It's 100% understandable. So I think it's a really great question. And for those of you who are watching, comment below and let us know your thoughts on this whole birth control, preventing pregnancy. What are your thoughts, and what are some ways that you think will honor the Lord when it comes to not having a whole bunch of kids?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you guys are following us on social media. I'm at Ashley Empowers.
And I'm at The Character Brian.
And you guys, we have a free quiz. Are you ready for marriage? It's linked in the description box below. You can go to marriageprepquiz.com. Take this free quiz. It takes less than 2 minutes. You get your results back immediately, and it will tell you whether or not you are really ready for marriage. So go ahead and check that out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out, y'all.